Hi everyone, my name is James Razile. This is Digital Charcuterie, and if you love movies, give us a subscribe because that's what we talk about here at Digital Charcuterie. We talk about movies, and I'm going to review a movie called Ready Player One, based on a book by Ernest Cline of the exact same name. He's currently writing a sequel called Ready Player Two. Ready Player One, directed by Steven Spielberg, which most of the book, if you've read it, know that the book is kind of a love letter to Spielberg and that era of the world that Spielberg kind of created with all the movies that he was making and producing and whatnot. It's kind of cool to see his name in there. I didn't like much of the trailers going into this, but I absolutely love the book, and I thought that the movie had potential to surpass the book in terms of entertainment. And I'm going to talk about whether or not I thought it succeeded there. So first off, if you don't know what it's about, James Halliday, who created this thing called The Oasis with his co-creator, passes away, and he leaves an Easter egg, and whoever finds the Easter egg wins $500 billion and complete control of the Oasis. So our hero in the story, Wade Watts, sets out. First of all, if you don't know, that's his name in the Oasis. You don't give your real name while you're in the Oasis. He sets out on a quest to find that Easter egg with his friend H and some other friends that he meets along the way. This movie was fun from start to finish. I could not believe how entertained I was as the movie went on. This is Spielberg being Spielberg, but not new Spielberg. This is like old, adventurous, like, let's have some fun. I'm going to teach you kids, I'm going to teach you new filmmakers how to tell a movie fun. And look, like I said, I wasn't crazy about the trailers, so I'm watching this, and I was like, okay, well, the Oasis, what I've seen in the trailers, it's not lively, it's not inviting. And in the movie, the first part you see in it is a Minecraft planet. And it's colorful, it's inviting, it's everything you want. I'm going to try to stay away from spoilers. There might be some minor spoilers here and there, like Minecraft planet that you see right away. But if you know, so it's a virtual reality world that they go in and they have to find 3 keys. And when you find those 3 keys, you get the Easter egg and full control of the Oasis and $500 billion. Mark Rylance as Halliday. For me, he stole the show. Every time he showed up on screen as Halliday, it was phenomenal. He was so into this role. I think he's a tremendous actor to begin with. Loved him in Bridge of Spies. And this one, he just kind of like just had so much fun with it. There are little quirks that he has touches here and there that I just thought was unbelievable. Ty Sheridan as Wade Watts. I also really, really liked the whole cast. I thought was excellent in this. Because, look, a lot of it, they are CG for a lot of it, but it's very similar to Avatar, and they are avatars. It's very similar to Avatar in that way, where they are real people in this. And you don't meet some of the real people until later, and you kind of find out who they are and who they really are. And it was really cool, the dynamics that you see them form this bond. And it's an adventure story, which is fitting for the way it ends. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's an adventure story. It's a quest, and I was really hoping that it would focus on that, and I found that it did, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. The Easter eggs in this movie are phenomenally pleasant. They are I'm going to do a video tomorrow on the channel with Andrew Fantasia where we're going to talk about Easter eggs, and we are not even going to scratch the surface. I can promise you that. It's going to be fun, and we're going to name a lot, and I hope you guys, if you have any Easter eggs, put them in the comments below. If you notice anything, put them in the comments of this video, that video, whatever, because there are so many. One thing that brought a huge smile to my face as a child of the 80s, I grew up with a ColecoVision, and at the very and that played a part in it. It was a small part, a very, very small Easter egg part. I'm going to name a few right now, but Battletoads are in there, Ninja Turtles are in there, Chucky, obviously. So there's a lot in there. So keep your eyes peeled. Gremlins show up. Hello Kitty is somewhere. There's things like just Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. It's all represented in this, except for Nintendo. I didn't see a Sonic the Hedgehog. Didn't see a Mario. But 2045, maybe they don't like that stuff anymore. The comparisons from book to film, they change this in a way where it keeps the heart of the book alive. It keeps what the book is about alive, but it changed the quests. The quests are very much different. If you remember, I don't want to go into spoilers, but one of the quests involves a movie in the book, and it involves a movie in the movie as well, but they changed the movie. And I think it was the right move. When I looked at first, I was really really hoping that the movie The Book was in it because I'm a fan of that movie and I love that idea. But when you see it play out on screen, I think they made the right choice in what they did. I really do. I think they succeeded in kind of they didn't surpass the book. I won't say that, but I think they really did it in a way where I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Completely makes sense. The first quest also made sense because again, you want to have an action element, and the first quest it's in the trailer. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but it's very very action heavy. And in the book, he plays a video game essentially. So that's what they do. And the final quest, I was like, all right, perfect. Kind of missed what they did in the book, but again, it was different and it was fitting. I will say the ending was a little bit too. There are parts of it that felt a little too cliche as it was going at the end. I was like, okay, oh, you're doing this trope. But the movie was just so fun as a whole that I kind of didn't bother me so much, that I was like, I'm okay with that because you won me over for the first, hour or so, hour and a half. I don't even know how long it was. I just enjoyed this movie to no end. It was just everything that happened, the little Easter eggs that would pop up, the quest itself, the characters. Really enjoyed the characters. I wasn't sure, again, because they're all CG. I wasn't sure that I would be invested in them, but I totally was. The CG was spot on. Like those characters, man, there was something about them where you really, really felt it. I was so in on that. I loved it. But that's where I am on it. I'm gonna, it flows nice. The one thing in the book is I think it was around the middle or towards the end of the book. It's kind of stopped. The quest kind of stops. And that's one thing they do something similar to that, but earlier, because they changed a lot of it up this way. But where it does stop because it needs time to breathe, and that maybe is the one flaw I'll say is I thought maybe it could have had a little more breathing room at parts, especially leading up to the grand finale. It felt like maybe if there was something there, but again, it worked in its own way. So negative, there's not too much negative about it. I mean, look, it's not going to be for everybody. It just won't be. But if you like the book, I think you'd be satisfied with this. I think, if you can go in without nitpicking on the differences, you're really going to enjoy it a lot more. As soon as I saw the first quest was changed, okay, forget the book. Let's move on. Because it does deviate quite a bit, and we'll go into that. I'll do another video with that as well to talk about that. I'm going to give this a grade now. This is something I've never done on this channel. I'm going to give it a grade of a B+. I'm going to give this a B+ grade. That's what I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it an 8.5, 9 out of 10. I'm going to give it a B+. That's what I'm going to give this because I really, really enjoyed this movie. I think you should check it out. I've done videos on this in the past. We talked about the tracking and how it might not make a lot of money. This thing cost a lot of money to make, and you can see that it did. And again, the trailers didn't do this movie any justice whatsoever. This is better than the trailer showed. Go out and watch this movie if you can. It's a long weekend coming up. Enjoy it at the theater and watch yourself some Ready Player One, so that way we can get back in a few years and check out Ready Player Two after finishing reading that book. If you guys saw this movie, let me know what you thought in the comments down below. And remember, tomorrow the Easter egg, Ready Player One Easter egg video will be up on the channel around 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow night. Thanks so much for watching, guys. It really means a lot to me. And until next time, ciao for now.